So on our current theme on Project Nerdy, we are talking about our dream casting decisions for kind of a book adaptation to the screen, be it TV or movie. Partly because I had Jackson Pearce in the mind since I talked about her in my last video on the channel. I decided to go with one of her books, and I decided it made sense to go with Sisters Red since that's the first book in really her fairy tale series. And the more I thought about it, though, I felt like Sisters Red was better suited to be a TV series than a movie. I could easily see Sisters Red kind of filling the same genre as a Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that same type of storyline, same sense of humor. It kind of reminds me a lot of the feel of Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Sisters Red. So I think it could be a great TV show. So there's 3 main characters in Sisters Red, and I know that the ones I'm going to name are probably unrealistic, especially in a couple of them. They probably never do TV shows at this point. They're a little bit too big of a stars. But hey, this is just my dream casting decisions. But first up is Scarlet, and for Scarlet, my choice was Jennifer Lawrence. And partly this is because the character she portrayed in Hunger Games, to me, personality-wise, is a lot like Scarlet and Sisters Red. They have the same motivation. They're both tough female characters who have sacrificed a lot to try to protect the rest of their family, and they're willing to do almost anything to protect the rest of their family, willing to go to any distances to protect their family. And Jennifer Lawrence pulled that off so great in the Hunger Games. I think she could do an amazing job with Scarlet and Sisters Red. And plus, Jennifer Lawrence is just amazing in everything, so I'd love to see her cast in every role. So Jennifer Lawrence was my choice for Scarlet. As for Scarlet's sister, Rosie, this one I had to think about a little bit longer, but eventually I settled on Haley Steinfeld. Sorry if I mispronounced that at all. Most people best know her from True Grit. She's an amazing, super talented actress, and I'd love to see her in a bit of a comedic role that, kind of like sense of humor that like Buffy the Vampire Slayer had. Like I said, I could see that same type of sense of humor in Sisters Red on a TV show. So I'd love to see Haley Steinfeld in that kind of atmosphere to see if she could pull it off. I think she's so talented she could. I'd love her to see in that role to see if she could rise to that comedic action / level. And I think she would be awesome in that role of Rosie. And then for the male lead, Silas, this one I had a real hard time. I went through a lot of people before I eventually settled on Nicholas Hoult. Let me double check to make sure I remember his name correctly. I sure did. Most people would probably know him from Warm Bodies. I really enjoyed him in that role. And I just somehow, when I was going through a lot of actors in my mind, he was the first one I settled on. I was like, oh yeah, I could see him as Silas. I think he could pull it off. I think he could play well off Jennifer Lawrence and Haley Steinfeld's characters. So that's my dream casting for Sisters Red. If you've read Sisters Red and you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section below. If you think I have great ideas, let me know that as well. My nerdy pleasure this week is I bought pre-tickets for 2014 Dragon Con, which is the big nerd convention in Atlanta. It's basically Atlanta's version of Comic-Con. So I'm really excited. I've never been to Dragon Con before, so my pass is good for all 4 days next year. I'm not sure if I'll get to go for all 4 days, but I'm excited anyway. Can't wait for it. Very, very excited. And that leads to my question to the viewers this week is, have you ever been to a big nerd-style convention? And if so, what was your highlight of the convention? Let me know in the comment section below. And lastly, Holly missed her upload day last week. So I thought it was only fair that I gave her the same punishment that I gave Rev and Danny. So Holly, your punishment is to do the chicken dance from Arrested Development, your interpretation of it. So look forward to seeing that. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.